The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guest do not reflect those of the host, the show, the management, and the network.
Hearts that listen, think, learn, and connect. Only here at PLC.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Coach Sisoy.
Yeah, good evening, Coach Senas, and welcome. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Sorry, I missed you
Yeah.
during last week's episode. Work lang.
So, yung kagandahan ng may partner kasi, di ba, pag hindi pwede yung isa, okay, mayroon namang magti-take over.
Yeah.
So, kumusta kayo dyan? No? Ang bilis ng panahon.
Oo, June na dad.
June na. So, kalahati na naman ng
Half of the year is
half
gone.
of the year is gone. But I know it's a very fruitful days, weeks, and months that you've been doing. Okay.
Yes. Oo.
And okay, so tonight, we'll have
Tonight, we're very, very nervous.
yeah.
Actually, in all honesty, we have had guests already on the show, but I think this is the only time that I'm a bit nervous.
Yeah.
We have a very special guest
a very special guest tonight.
Yeah,
Okay.
but before we bring her in, let's talk about the topic tonight.
Yes.
Diba?
Okay.
So diba, parents are always saying they're always having a difficult time, reaching to their teenagers. Mahirap daw kausapin ang teenagers.
Yep. Kasi iba yung linggo nila.
Oo. Iba, di
Iba yung
ba?
language nila.
Oo,
And,
so di ba, we've had four.
we have
This is our fourth.
We have four
Teenagers.
millennials.
Teenagers.
Yeah, teenagers, millennials. Okay.
And each one is unique. No? So iba-ibang mga experience natin with our
So
teenagers.
tonight we will journey that, the journey natin yan with
Oo.
our special guest. But before that natin ipakilala,
Oo.
okay, invite namin kayo,
Yes.
to stay tuned
Yes.
and make comments sa mga conversations natin.
Oo.
Share the link.
And pusuan nyo naman yung show, right?
Yes.
And share the link to as many as you can, especially though yung mga parents na may mga teenagers.
Yes, this is,
Or perhaps you share with your teenagers as well the link, para makakomment din sila.
yes.
Diba? So that we get
And
to learn from them.
this is live. So wala tong live to.
So ngayon ko lang talaga nafe-feel na nervous ako dahil.
Okay.
Kasi dad sabi nila yung handling teenagers is just like when you've handled your 2 years old, yung terrible twos.
Yeah.
Kasi parang same yung yung face na when they were 2 years old, they were starting to walk, 'di ba? Trying to establish their independence. And more or less, it's the same with teenagers, no?
Yeah.
They're trying to establish their independence.
Adulting.
Hindi pa
Hindi pa ba?
adulting. Oo, teenager
Lagi
pa
ko nakikinig
yan.
yan. Lagi ko narinig.
Oo.
Anyway, batiin natin itong mga early.
Wag mo na.
Kasi naggrabe ng hilo-hilo eh.
Pasok muna natin ang special guest natin para, to
Hindi,
get
para
this.
umalis to sila. Oo. Si Anna V, no?
Oo,
Si
hello, Ann.
Michael, si
Oh,
Coach
yes.
Loretta, Coach Beng, no? Si Ana Carlota,
Anna, and
si
of
Barbie.
course,
So, ayan.
Yes. Don't forget to share the link, ha? Hello, good evening, Coach Beng. Anna, hello. Barbie, yes. Barbie, panood mo yung
Yes.
mga teenagers mo.
Kaya
Ikaw din, Anna, ha?
tinawag ko sila para manood sila together with their
Yes.
Teenagers.
Oh, are we
Okay.
ready now?
Yeah, so this is a very nice, very interesting topic.
Mm-hmm.
Conversations with a teenager. Okay, ang
Yes.
guest namin ngayon is
Oo. Our special guest is of course our teenager, and that is Sofia Raphaelle Kintanar. Let's bring her in. Hello, Faf. Where are you?
ayan.
Hi. Hi, Ma. Hi, Pa. Hi, viewers.
Hi, viewers. Hello, Faf.
Hello, family.
Hi,
Bawati ka, Bob.
family.
Hello. How are you tonight, Faf? Are you scared? No.
Nervous lang konti. Pero overall, I'm okay.
Overall, you're okay. All right. So
Yes.
let me ask you this question. Who is Sofia Raphaelle Kintanar?
Wow.
Sige. Be.
I feel like all the years of pageanting and doing competitions has prepared me for this question. So,
Grabe. Okay, go.
hi, I am Sofia Raphaelle Kintanar. I am 14 years old, so of course teenager na ako. And I enjoy I enjoy singing, dancing, acting, anything to do with performing arts. Recently, my hobbies include cooking, eating, and sleeping. Thank you.
Because of
Because of the
Pandemic.
pandemic, I'm not allowed to do a lot of things that I used to do before.
yes. But what are you busy now with, Faf? Now that we are able to go out of it.
So just recently, yung May is kami ng ate ko, we were the ones who handled our Flores de Mayo here in our
Wow.
subdivision. So of course,
Yeah.
Flores de Mayo, Flowers of May, we celebrate the blooming flowers of May in celebration of Mama Mary. And we handled and we taught children, nag-volunteer kami sa church, and we volunteered in our community to do some basic stuff. And pero ngayon, I'm busy with just hanging out with my friends and being a teenager. Yan.
Yeah. And you're into sports.
Oh yeah, I recently started learning how to play volleyball. I mean, I already knew how to play volleyball, pero just like legit na training, trying to learn my craft. Trying to be better at the sport. Kasi I'm not a very sporty person, pero I'm surprised at myself na I'm improving. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did watch you play volleyball, and you're okay, and for a first timer, ha?
Yeah.
Uy, stage mother, lumalabas sa pagka-stage mother.
Yung auntie mo naman, mga players yan, sila Ate Babes, di ba? Sila Carla, yan, mga volleyball. But before natin proceed, bumati ka muna, Raf.
Oo,
batiin mo yung mga friends mo.
Meron bang mga friends na nanonood ngayon with
shout out
you?
naman sa kanila.
hi! Okay, so
I'm
shout
seeing-
out to my friend,
Yes.
Hannah, if you're watching, thank you so much for watching. Catherine, if you're here. Queen, Jasmine, all of my friends that are
Yes.
watching. Thank you so
Saka
much.
si Ate Sandy mo, no? Nag-shout out.
Of course, Ate Sandy, biggest fan, biggest stage sister. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Totoo.
Hi, Ate.
Okay, and sa lahat ng mga relatives natin sa Cebu, no? Bandolas, Ong Veloso, Quintanars, no? And sa mga New Breakthrough family and mga Big Brothers, mga Eagles, no? Thank you for watching.
Yes.
Kinakabahan kami.
Uy, Sang-Sang.
Oh, hi, Kuya Sang-Sang. Hi.
Ah.
Friend ko siya here sa subdivision. He's a very good friend of mine. So, thank you so much for supporting me. Oh my God, it feels so special.
Yes, I am trying to control myself. Coach, no? Hindi magpahalata. All right. Let's move on with our conversation tonight. Faf.
Last na lang, batiin ko si Ma'am Mirna Viado.
Hello po,
from the
Miss
team up,
Mirna.
from the team up, the family. Thank you, Ma'am Mirna.
Hello, thank you for watching po tonight. Yes. All right. So, Faf, first of all, when I introduced yung introduction namin kanina, sabi namin, it's very difficult to talk to teenagers. No? So many parents feel that way, no? Do you agree?
True or false?
I mean, I wouldn't really say true or false kasi somewhat it's true, but also hindi din. I mean it's true. It's difficult to talk to teenagers kasi especially in this time in our lives, it's a very big change. It's a very big turning point of like someone being really young, and then parang di mo alam kung saan ka maglugar kasi you're not a kid and you're also not an adult, and like you're going through these parang bodily changes, and like emotionally you're starting to think differently, and like you're trying to establish, of course sabi din ni mommy kanina na trying to establish independence, trying to like sort of like fly out of the nest na din konti. Tapos I feel like it is difficult to talk to teenagers because of these aspects, pero it's also a sense na parang it yes, it's difficult. Yun na lang ako.
Yes, it's difficult. But would you also agree that it's difficult to talk to us at this stage?
Yeah, I feel like for a lot of teenagers, including myself, it is difficult to open up to people, especially like the parents.
Adults.
Kasi again, it's a very weird stage in life in where we're growing, to ganyan. Tapos, parang it's just a very confusing time, and it's sometimes na parang di mo alam kung paano ka mag-open up.
Paano? Sorry, I didn't get that.
Kung paano ka mag-open up.
Oh, okay. Dad, do you have a question for Faf?
Sabi dito, Pop, si Ma'am Mirna, sabi niya na, wow, smart teenager. Okay? Sabi niya, bitaw, by the way, do you play musical instruments daw, Pop?
So I recently started playing the guitar. Not recently, but like sa start sa pandemic, I started to learn how to play the guitar. And I also know how to play the ukulele. Actually, I don't only play instruments, I also write songs. So, yes, yun.
But-
I know how to play guitar and ukulele.
But Puff is a dancer.
Yes.
Yeah, yung niya, di ba? He was a member of the
Sige, Faf, tell us about it.
So, noong 2019, I joined a dance group, and we won champion of the national division, and then we got to represent the Philippines in HHI Hip Hop International in Phoenix, Arizona of 2019, and it was with me and my group DF Juniors, which is
together with
Yes. So you proudly represented the Philippines.
and,
Diba?
And sumama kami ni Mami, and actually umiyak ako doon.
Umiyak ka?
Yes.
Ba't mo pinaiyak, Faf? Bakit ka
Oh my
umiyak?
God, I didn't know.
Ang feeling, I don't know if parents also can relate. Yung bang mga dreams mo na, di ba? Gusto mo rin magiging represent the
Umiyak siya
Philippines.
kasi dapat siya din nag-hip hop.
Yung mga chance kasi, di ba, na gusto mo i-represent yung
Yes.
mo. And you see that, kasi yun na nga yung objective natin, ba? Going to the US is a dream come true for anak natin. Kaya all out kami ng support doon. Kaya yung fulfillment na nakita si Pop na nag-perform was really,
Yes.
ibang-iba talaga yung...
And grabe din yung support ng
Yes.
ng mga ate and
Makikita
kuya.
mo yung flag na nagwe-wave doon sa stage. Iba
Yes.
no? Iba na you're competing with different countries, di ba?
Oo.
And so iba. So congratulations, Ralph,
Oo.
for that achievement.
But let's go back to the topic, Rafi, no? But before we proceed, by the way, Nana Carol is watching us. No?
Okay,
Nana.
wait lang. Wait lang, I need to sit up na. Okay.
Okay.
Sino si Nana?
Who is Nana Carol?
Nana Carol is my wonderful and amazing and supercalifragilisticexpialidocious na grandmother. Mother ng mother ko. And
Hello, Nana.
Hey, Mama.
hi, Nana.
Okay, so
I miss
there is
you.
this question that I've always wanted to ask teenagers, and since ikaw man ang nandyan, ikaw man ang representative, no? Is it true that when you're a teenager, your friends become more important than your family?
Not really, no. Pero I can understand why sometimes it can come off that way. Kasi for me, family is always like one of like my top priority talaga. Like I love my family with all of my heart. Pero again, because it is a changing point in my life, I'm trying to widen and open my horizons to parang find additional mga sources of happiness for me. And like I feel like, you know, I love my family and I love my family, I love my friends, pero it's not gonna be one over the other. Ganun. Pero it
Yeah.
can come off that way, I understand. Kasi parang sometimes when you're a teenager, it's like you're focusing more on your friends na, diba? Other than your family. Or I feel like that's just because, again, it's a growing period. It's a confusing time. And you tend to connect more to people your age. Ganun.
Yeah.
And who can relate to the problem or to the
Oo.
situation, right?
At saka, di ba, 2 years, no? 2 years na ano talaga, no? Yung engagement with the family na nakafocus.
Tayo
But
lang,
now,
no?
di ba, you have now a chance to reach out and, yeah, no? So, I'm happy nga, di ba, last night ba tayo nagtatanong sino-sino yung mga friends mo, di ba, taga saan. So, yeah, no? Dagdagan yung ano mo, yung mga kaibigan mo.
Oo. Yeah. Okay, may tanong dito si Miss Mirna Viado. Strict ba ang parents mo?
So, yes. Pero it's like more of like, parang, of course, kasi they're my parents, it's expected na they'll be protective over me. Pero like, strict, yes, ganun. Pero understandable naman kung bakit.
Sinong strict? Si mama o si papa?
More of si mommy. Pero
Why?
equal lang din, ganun. Pero more of si mommy, ganun.
Bakit?
Opo. Pero okay,
Okay, so aligned to that. Okay, so di ba strict? So another question, Faf. What do you think about rules?
For me, rules are there for a reason. So like parang it can be there to guide us. It can be there to be a reminder. So I understand why they're in place. But sometimes it can be like very frustrating din. Kasi like parang sometimes maka-think ka na parang, why are you there? Like parang alam ko naman anong dapat gawin ko. Di ko na kailangan ng reminder. Parang ganun ba? Parang little mga tweaks na parang sometimes it's frustrating. Pero you're trying to understand na, okay, it's there kasi it's there to protect me.
Mm-hmm. So let's just go back to what you said earlier para ma-remind yung mga parents na nakikinig sa atin ngayon, Faf. No? Number one, the question on is are your friends more important than your family? Diba? So you said no, but now you have a wider horizon. Mas marami kang mga taong nakikilala outside your family. All right? So I'd like to assure parents, no, hindi po kayo pa rin po ang love ng mga anak nyo. It's just that may mas maraming tao silang gusto makilala.
Bang,
no? So,
they are looking for mga ka-level nila. Kasi iba talaga yung conversation nila. Makikinig ka sa kanila ba? Pag pupunta dito sa bahay,
you will get lost.
Yeah, iba na yung mga nila, linggo nila. And they understand each other. And yun na nga, it's a need. Para sabi nga ni Raph kanina, it's a stage in life.
Yes.
Diba, Raph? Tama ba ako? It's a stage in life that you really have to, find this level, this level.
Pero honestly, Faf, sometimes I also really feel jealous na parang why is she spending more time with her friends than with us? So, I think that's only natural, right? When the parents also feel that way. So maybe, the best way is for us to meet halfway, right? So, ganyan. And then you also said you understand rules, right? No, but many of us parents would feel that, teenagers hate rules. All right? Parang parang yun ang interpretation namin. No, but it's also heartwarming to hear you say you understand why there are rules, but naturally also they irritate you sometimes, right? Okay. So may comment dito si Tita Kat Olmo
from Cebu.
Yes. Okay. So would you like to read that?
Listening to you, Rafa, remember my teenage days ages ago. Ha! I guess all of us go through that awkward and confusing stage. For you, what helps you get through that ba? Or what makes it easier ba, at least for you?
Okay. What
Um,
helps you get through that? Okay.
so, of course, a really big, like, parang contributing factor to why I think na yeah, I'm not going through. I mean, I am going through like a very confusing stage in my life, but it makes it easier when you have people around you that are very supportive and very understanding of your situation. Like for example, I have my friends are somewhat going through the same thing as I am, so we're there to listen to each other. Na parang I'm struggling, pero you're here, so let's struggle together. Parang ganon. So it's easier because I have people around me that will be there to support support me
Nandyan
and
yung ate niya eh. Yung
Yeah.
ano niya.
So
Ano
when
niya.
so when you are with your friends and you're saying, let's suffer together or let's struggle together, how do you pull each other up?
Yep.
Not rather than pulling each other down with
Down.
all the things that you're feeling. How do you help each other? How do you pull each other up through these situations?
I guess it's because we don't look for like parang we don't look at each other for solutions. Like we don't ask them for answers na parang, uy, why am I feeling this way, guys? Like parang why am I feeling this way? Do you know why? Like parang I'm going through this right now. What should I do? We don't do that with each other. We're there na parang, uy, I'm going through this right now, and then they're gonna be there and be like, oh, I understand your situation. I don't know how to help you kasi I'm going through something different right now. But I'm here to listen to you. I'm here. Your feelings are valid, and like parang having an environment in where your feelings are validated, and like parang someone's just there to listen to you. Someone is there to be your shoulder to cry on. It's just so comforting knowing na parang, oh my god, I have a support system. Like parang it's like you and me against the world. Parang ganon. Ganon.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So, Paf, can you tell us of a time when you got very irritated with us?
Ay, ano, hihihihihi.
Ah,
Before ako magsabi na lang kayo na huwag kayo
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer ka muna.
before ko sabihin. Meron tong time na lumabas ako with my friends sa labas. Pero di would like labas na naglaag kami. Nandito lang talaga kami sa subdivision namin. Tapos nandun lang kami sa bahay nila, tulog, kain, gano'n. Like, parang chill lang talaga, nag-watch kami ng movie. Tapos, pinauwi ako. Tapos, like, it was like about 6 pa lang yon. 6 pa lang yon. Tapos, wala pa nagbaba yung sun. So, I was like, wala pa nga kami nag-start. Wala pa kami nakabangon kasi mga iba dito nakatulog pa. Wala pa kami ginawa. So, parang I was like, bakit pa ako pauwiin? Anyways, di naman malayo ang mga bahay namin. Kapitbahay naman kami lahat. I can just run home and I know the people in this subdivision. Like, parang, diba? Like, parang, I'm responsible. I can go home by myself and like, I can tell you guys what time ako makauwi. Pero bakit ako pauwian ngayon? Yun pala, pinaluto lang ako ng pagkain, guys. Yun lang. Pinaluto ako ng dinner. Nakalimutan ko pala magluto before ako umalis. So, imbis na nagalit ako, I was like, okay, my bad, I'm sorry.
Pero bumalik ka naman, di ba?
Bumalik ako palabas nun. Tapos,
Kasi may ginawa tayong dalawa, di ba?
opo.
May teamwork kami ni Rap eh. May mga activities kami.
Like what?
Sa hayhayan. Sa kusina, sampayan, sa kusina yan. Partner ko yan si Rap.
Kasi for everybody's knowledge, we don't have a yaya right now. So, it's good because we get to, we get to share the chores with them. No?
May Billy Bump kami ni Rap. Billy Bump. Stomach bump.
Yeah, oo.
Yes.
So, yeah, and just for everybody's information, it's only now that they're really, full-time talaga helping because they were not used to this.
Yeah.
No, but it's good to see them helping out. No, so
Yep,
I know
totoo.
Ate Gaby is right beside you,
Yeah,
and thank you
yeah.
also, Ate Gaby.
Yeah.
And
Yung mabait
Faf.
na ate. Ate
Yeah.
Gaby.
All right.
Okay.
So, Rafi, one last question before we go on a break.
Okay.
Na? So, what is one one thing that yung pinakamagandang narinig mo from your friends, no? A comment that you heard from them about your relationship with your parents, or a funny comment that you got from them.
I guess na, and I mean, growing up, I was like parang very, like parang competitive na child na parang lahat na lang sinalihan ko. Mr. and Miss, ano pa, sayaw, kanta, lahat na lang ako. And like yung friends ko parang, di ka ba napapagod? Or like, di pa napapagod yung parents mo sa support sa'yo, ganun. So like, ako parang, na-realize ko na, halang supportive pala ng parents ko when it comes to like aspects na ganito. And like, even if yung nag-start ako ng dancing, yung 2019, for training, yung parents ko, kayo, alanganin pa kayo para ipa-join. Kasi parang new environment siya. Of course, it's very protective over me. Na parang, ano ba meron nito na parang, ano ba, basta ano yung training na to? What is this going towards? What is this competition? Ganon. Pero I guess na you have faith in me. Na parang, kaya. Kung if Rafi is the one telling us na she can do it, then she can do it and I'm there to support her. Pero na-realize ko na, oh my God, I'm so lucky to have parents like you na are very supportive for me, na parang, maski napapagod na kayo, saka sometimes na palagi na lang sunod-sunod na ako mag-competitions, na parang you're just there na, as long as happy to siya. Okay lang. Ganon. So like your friends ka parang, you're lucky that you have supportive parents.
Yeah. Oo. Right. Ikaw din.
Hindi, akala ko sabihin ni Rap na sa school, kapatid mo yan? Hindi, papa ko yan.
Feeling.
Di ba pa?
Pa. Yeah. Remember the time, Faf, that you wanted to join everything,
Opo.
and we were the ones telling you, pause muna, pause. Diba? Because sunod-sunod na. How did you feel then?
I mean, I could see it kasi 'di ba noon, as a Little Stars, Little Miss Philippines, and then sunod-sunod ng ganon. Tapos parang I could understand na you guys were like, oh my God, ang sakit sa bulsa, magpagawa ng mga tapos parang pang talented ganun. Tapos as a child, di ko yun alam, di ba? Pero I could feel na parang you guys were like, nagka-hurt yung heart nyo kasi even if mag-join ako ng competitions, most of them I wouldn't win. Most of them, di ba? So like, you would be there na parang, to save heartbreak, ganun. And then I remember you asked me na parang, do you still want to continue joining competitions? Sabi mo sa akin, do you still want to continue joining competitions? Kasi parang, you were hinting at parang, mag-join ka tapos di ka mananalo. Parang something like that, good. Tapos parang, sinabi ko sa'yo kasi, how can I win if I don't try again?
Yes.
Wow. Ganun talaga. Yo.
Totoo talaga, Faf, na parang, ayoko na makita si Rafi umiyak. But, yun sinabi mong, no, mama, dapat try and try. How can I win if I don't try?
Yeah.
Parang ganyan. So, okay, full support, daddy, mom.
Yeah.
Diba? Right? So,
And nakita naman namin na happy ka sa ginagawa mo.
yes. No, and it's not just all about winning.
Yeah. It's, and nakita namin na yung God-given talent mo is i-develop mo, di ba? Being developed. So, happy kami noon.
Yeah.
Happy kami
And
noon.
ano lang din, no? I think we did medyo aangatin lang namin konti yung upuan namin, Faf, tonight. Ano lang, yun bang when you join competitions, it's really us wanting you to experience these things, no? And we always tell you that it's not about just winning, no? It's about you giving your best and you enjoying it, diba? Kasi minsan when the parents or when the parents so want their kid to win, no? Tawag nito, sila pa mas na-frustrate and doon na, di ba, nagkakagulo and
yun na nga ang challenge, di ba? We realize, Pop, di ba, na actually pag may competition, it's more of the parents competing.
Oo,
di ba? Yung mga bata are just having fun. Di ba? Ano lang sila.
Yes,
Yeah.
no? So, enjoy ka lang talaga, no? So, ayan, sabi ni Miss Mirna, walang reaction doon. Doon daw sa sinabi mong,
Oo.
kapatid. Totoo. No, she's trying to control her, her reaction. Miss
You,
Mirna. Si Faf. No? Alright, so I think we can pause for like a 1 minute lang, Faf, no? For some reminders. Diyan ka lang, huwag kang aalis.
Yeah, thank
Alright?
you.
Halina't magkape at kausapin ng Panginoon everyday.
Hi! Okay, si Coach Sisoy, no, Daddy is out there kasi yung si Oscar, yun, did something.
My son, my Oscar did something. I
Your
don't think
Oscar, your pet cat. All right, so Faf, all right, so now that you're 14 years old, no, can you tell us how is it different now if you compare yourself now to when you were like in your elementary years? How is it different?
I think it's different in a sense na when I was younger, I was more parang carefree. Hindi ko kasi alam ano yung Tagalog or English ng buot, ng
Oo.
ng kung sa Bisaya pa, wala pa ko'y buot sa una. Like, parang,
So you're more mature now?
yeah, I'm more mature now in a sense na I think differently. Before I do something, I actually think before
You
doing
do?
it. Kasi no, I didn't do that. Tapos, it's different kasi now that I'm older, I start to understand like parang different aspects of like bakit ganito ako yung younger ako. Ay, okay, I understand why this is happening na now. Na parang I think of it differently na ba. So I think yan, that's how different it is from when I was younger. Ganun.
So, all right. May comment si Ate Sandy here. No? Okay, Ate Sandy saying, I remember when Fafaf was younger, she wanted to compete in pageants to put money in the bank.
Totoo.
Bata
Did you
pa na
have
business
money?
minded po. Yeah.
Did you have money?
No, consolation prizes.
You had stuff toys.
I had stuffed toys. I had,
Oo.
mga toys galing sa sponsored brands.
They
Ganun.
kasi started nung gumawa ka ng bank account, di ba?
Yeah.
For them, and they appreciate now, di ba? Na the value of savings.
Yeah, but when they were younger, they
Yeah.
said, Ate Sandy said,
Yeah.
to put money
I
in the
remember.
bank. Kasi usually, di ba, syempre, pageants would have cash prize, di ba?
Yes.
But usually, lang yun, mga in-kind, tama ba, Faf?
Oo.
And the sash,
And
the
the
name.
pride. And the pride.
and pride,
Okay.
bragging rights.
Bragging rights.
No? Rafi, oo. What are you looking at?
Sa mga comments. Sa mga
I'm
friends
looking
niya.
at
Ano naman yan?
Chooseday.
Dalawa yan palagi.
sa Facebook,
Oo.
yung sa live, nag-lag kami kasi
Yeah.
noon.
Parang yun din ang isang challenge pala ng parents. How do we catch the attention of the teenager? Diba? Kasi parang paraging nasa...
Ambidextrous yan sila. Left and right. Dito, mayroong nasa klase, mayroon ditong iba. But, even in the workplace right now, it's the reality. Anyway, sige lang.
Yeah, how do we catch the attention of the teenager? Kasi parang palaging nasa gadgets.
Ito pala ibig sabihin,
Oo.
to put money in mommy and daddy's bank.
May sinasabi si Ate Sandy, to put money in mommy and daddy's bank daw.
Oo.
Yes.
Ganun ba yun, Faf?
No, kasi I thought na younger, it was a way of me like parang sort of working.
Earning?
Earning. Ganun. That's like,
Oh.
it's not good na as a child na parang, I'm helping my parents. Yun pala, I'm actually not kasi ang mahal magpagawa ng gown. Ganun.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. All right. So go back to the question now, no. So how do we catch the attention of a teenager whose eyes are always on the gadget?
Paano? May password ba yan? May password para maano namin, makuha attention.
I think it's more difficult to catch the attention of teenagers when they're on their phones kasi of course because most of everything is online. I communicate to everybody online. That's why like parang my phone is my social life. Ganon. My phone is my means of communicating with my friends na parang yung friends ko na malayo or malapit tas di lang kami magkakita ganon. Pero if you pwede pa kayo ulit sa question kasi like parang lumabas siya sa isip ko.
How do we
Nawala
get
ako.
attention?
Okay.
How do we get them to focus on us and not on the gadget?
I think it's very similar to how you get adults' attention then. Especially when kayo din, pag doon kayo sa phones yun, matagal din ako magsabi na, pa, ganun. Oh. So like,
So
parang
kung kami,
same lang din.
Ganun din.
I think na it's really similar lang din trying to get in general people off their phones, especially ngayon na it's like everything is on your phone na. So I think na how can you help to get your kids off your phone? I think for you na lang just have benefit of the doubt and understanding na okay, they're communicating with their friends. They have a life of their own. So understand mo tayo.
I'll think about it. My comments si Doc Mick Briones. Yeah, sige ikaw magbasa.
Peer pressure. Teenage years is the time na peer pressure is at its peak. There are issues and topics na medyo na iilang i-open sa parents. Much comfortable ichika sa best you observe. True! So of course, being a teenager, like parang you want to follow the crowd ba? Like parang kung anong uso or like kung anong most well known. So like it's really sometimes difficult for people my age na parang they can be warped into like peer pressure into doing things that are bad. I mean, luckily ako, wala pa ako nakaganon kasi
Wala pa?
Wala pa. Wala talaga. I mean, you know, expect the best, prepare for that. Parang ganon good na vibe. Na parang you don't know what's gonna happen. Kasi ako, I surround myself with people that are very healthy. Na parang they are very understanding of me. Don't want to force me to do anything na I'm not comfortable with. So I'm very thankful of that. I'm very privileged to have those types of friends and people. And I feel like, of course, it's like especially people my age, it's more comfortable talking about mga certain topics with them kasi again, you feel more comfortable people your age. They're going through the same things you are. Sometimes you process information the same way as they are. Na parang sometimes sabi ka lang na remember mo yung ano? Yung ano! Ganon. Oh. So like parang telepathic na yung pagkaintindi nyo sa isa't isa. Ganon.
Pansit in the middle of the night. No, mga ganon pa, no?
Oh, pancit canton in the middle of the night. Oh. Kasi kikisika ko to kay Papa kahapon. Sabi ko, nagsabi ako sa friends ko na gusto ko ng pancit canton kasi nag-crave ako ng pancit canton. Kasi yung isa ko na friend, nagsabi siya sa akin na, may pancit canton ako dito, gusto mo, dalhan kita kasi kapitbahay lang kami. Dalhan kita pancit canton. Tapos sabi ko, hala, oh my God, makaiyak ako, ang bait-bait mo, I love you so much, thank you. Tapos sabi niya, ay hala, hindi na pala ako makalabas kasi grabe, 12 na 11, hindi na siya palabasin, baka ma-lock out na siya sa bahay niya. Tapos nag-reply yung isa ko na friend, sabi niya na, huy, alam mo, ang sama-sama mo, kahapon naghingi ako ng kanin sa'yo, naghingi ako ng kanin sa'yo, ayaw mo magbigay sa akin, tapos ang lapit-lapit ng bahay namin, si Rafi na taga-block to, ang layo-layo nga, pwede, gusto mo dalhan ng pancit canton, ayoko to ha, my favoritism,
May comment si Ate
May
Sandy.
comment si Ate Sandy, mahaba ito. You read, yan, clearly. Yan, louder.
age gap between generations, values, and lifestyles, and doesn't mean one is wrong per se. More on we are a product of our environment and times. Like younger generations put a premium on technology because they were born into it, and that's how they communicate. Yes, ganon. So I feel like it is harder for younger people like me to communicate with like sort of parents kasi again it is different generations even though na parang you guys can say na I understand ko yan kasi parang technology ganito ganyan pero it's really different when you're growing up in a time na no one has ever seen this like sort of surge of technology before na parang everything is online now everything is with technology you like parang everything is yan everything's online ganon so parang I guess that just parang gives sort of like parang ma-understand na lang din ninyo kung bakit I'm always on my phone all the time na everything is on there like parang
because they're
everything-
digital natives, is it?
yes like I was born into a generation
Digital
where
citizens daw, sabi.
my
Hindi na
technology
natives. You're digital citizens.
yes
Sabi ng boss ko, yun ang ano.
Yeah.
Your generation daw.
May
No,
tanong
oo.
dito.
May tanong si Coach Loretta. Halaka. Sagutin mo talaga ito. Ikaw magbasa, Daddy.
Okay, if someone courting you now, do you open up to your parents if may manliligaw?
what time is it na ngayon oh my god okay Coach Loretta, why would you ask? Okay if someone courting you now, do you open up to your parents if may manliligaw? Oh, tahimik lagi kayong dalawa. Okay.
Because we're listening.
No one is courting me now. No one yet. Kasi of course, maganda ako. Bakit naman wala makagusto sa akin? Tapos, do you open up to your parents if may manliligaw? I mean, I will open up to them if yung person naman niligaw sa akin magsabi na I want to make ligaw. So I want to ask permission. Ganon. Oh. Kasi dapat tama, 'di ba? Of course to always ask permission. Ganon. Standard 'yan eh. Kasi kung hindi nga yan gawin, that's not even the bare minimum. Ganon. We don't set
Alam mo si Ate Sandy, Ate Sandy, correct me if I'm wrong ha. Ano siya? Nagpapaalam yun.
Yan, of course.
Tapos nagsusumbong.
Follow up dito si Kat.
Si Atita Kat, no, is saying, no, random question. What's the one thing you learned from your mom and dad while you were a child na dala-dala mo and you live by until today?
No pain, no gain?
I knew you would say that.
Yeah, no pain, no gain. Kung si Papa magsabi siya, no pain, no gain. Pero kung si Mama magsabi, tiis ganda. Ganon.
Tiis ganda.
Especially when I'm in my pageants. Kasi like, parang for example, they would do my makeup. Tapos the part na I hate doing my makeup kasi lagyan ng eyeliner yung dito ko. Kasi I hate it kasi parang makaiyak ako, sakit siya sa mata. Tapos si Mama magsabi siya, tiis ganda lang, Raf. Tiis ganda.
Tiis ganda.
Or curl yung hair ko, tapos mag-pull na parang, Tapos siya kasi, tiis ganda, Raf. Kung sige ka move, sige tingnan mo, dito maganda tingnan.
But when Daddy says no pain, no gain, anong take up mo niyan? Anong insight mo dyan?
Nothing. You can't get anything if there isn't any hard work. You know? I mean, like parang, no pain, no gain. Like parang, you can't expect everything to go well. You can't expect everything to go your way if you're not doing anything to get what you want.
If you're not working for it.
Yeah. May comment si Ate Gaby. Okay, Ate Gaby watching, no? Sabi niya, make lugaw na lang instead of ligaw. Ate Gaby.
Strict ate.
Strict ate yan.
Strict si ate, no? So make lugaw instead of
She's
ligaw.
pertaining to the time na nasunog ko yung lugaw. Yun.
Tama. Okay.
Yeah, so Doc Mick is also saying, no, sometimes sa sobrang close ng friendship ng teenagers, they can communicate through their eyes lang, no words needed.
Yes.
That's when face-to-face, Mick. Now that it's digital, is it still possible?
Hindi kasi, like, for example, first days of school, magtabi kayo ng best friend nyo. Tapos, sabi ng teacher na, ang ingay-ingay nyo, I'll move you to different sides of the class. So, nandito, from here, nandito lang kayo, ang layo-layo nyo sa each other. So, of course, modern problems call for modern solutions. So, since malayo kayo, you're not gonna stop me from talking to my best friend. So, mag-ganon lang kami, parang, ganon, like, parang, hindi mo ingay, but I'm still communicating with my friend, ganon. So, parang, there's a difference between this look and this look. Ganon. So, alam na yan nila.
So, catch that, audience. Sabi niya, modern problems require modern solutions. Di ba?
Yeah.
So, mata lang pala ang solusyon. No? All right.
Tiis ganda, sabi
Tiis
ni Ann
ganda,
Batilier.
sabi ni ni Tita Ann Batilier, no? And Coach Loretta is saying, bantay sarado si ate. Yes.
Okay, yes.
Hindi lang po si ate, Coach, si Kuya, si Ate Sandy, si Ate Gabe, no? So,
bunso, so very protective on everybody.
yes, and tell them about what happened last week when Kuya went to the court. To the basketball court.
Ano pala nangyari last week yung nagpunta si Kuya sa basketball?
So sabi, pinauwi kayo? Di ba?
Pinauwi kami. Kasi gabi na, tapos nandun ka, nagtambay kami ng friends ko dun sa court.
Kasi
Tapos,
may basketball league.
Kasi may basketball league, tapos pinauwi kami. Tapos parang, nagstay pa kami after, like parang mga 10 na yon kasi of course, nag-wait pa kami until matapos yung game. So kami, pagod kami.
And then?
We talk to each other. Tapos parang, I think nakita kami ni Kuya. Tapos like, meron kami mga friends na mga lalaki. So like, siya parang, sinabihan kami ni Kuya na parang, you can make friends with anybody. Bawal kayo magka-jowa ha. Tapos kami parang, hindi kami interested
front?
sa friends namin.
In front of your friends?
Like parang pag-uwi na, magsabi siya na, okay lang magka-friends kayo, pero wag tayo magkakaroon ng jowa. So parang kami like parang, we're not interested in them. Kaya nga friends kasi friends. Yun lang.
No, I think there was also last week when you said, but Daddy said we can go home at 11.
Tapos
And what
sabi
did
ko
he say? What did he say?
Nagpaalam ako kay Papa, sabi ko pa mga 11 na kami mag-uwi kasi mag-chika pa kami. Tapos sabi ni Kuya na, pero si Papa man yun, ako man to.
Sabi niya, Papa said 11. Me, I'm saying 10 o'clock.
Oh.
And so you went home. 10 o'clock. That's how bantay sarado.
Grabe, 30 minutes lang naman.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Raf, what would you tell your 7-year-old self?
7 years old, so like that's grade 1, diba? Ano? I would tell her to not put too much pressure on herself. Diba? Kasi like parang you would think na parang, ay, ang bata-bata mo pa. Why are you stressing over that types of stuff? Pero, being really young, doing a lot of pageants, doing a lot of competitions, then of course, top of my class pa talaga. Like parang, there's this like pressure like put onto you in a very young age na parang, ay, ito siya, smart to siya. Ito siya, magaling to siya magganon. So, there's a certain expectation of you na. Like parang, it's enough getting it from other people. Pero it's so much taking it just like from yourself na parang reminding yourself na, ay, okay, I have to be like this. Okay, I have to do this. Ganito, ganyan. And being really young and putting that amount of pressure on yourself takes a toll on you. And like, Rafi, if you grow up, you should stop that right now kasi dadalhin mo yan paglaki mo and this is the effects. Pressure na talaga. Like, it's like second nature na lang ba? And it's very like parang difficult. So I'm just gonna tell her na parang chill. You're young. Okay lang. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay. Mistakes are learning opportunities. Ganon. So,
yeah. So that is also one reason, Faf, that was also one reason why I actually asked you if you still want to do the pageants, you still want to do the competitions. No, but because I don't want you to go through, undue pressure. Kasi nakikita ko yun sa iba eh. No, na yun, di ba, during the competition, umiiyak. In the middle of the competition, yung bata. No, so ayaw ko yung nangyayari sa'yo. Oh, so that's why I asked you. But you really wanted. You even asked your teachers to ask me. No, so gustong-gusto mo talaga in your heart.
So
Oh,
that's
kasi
part of the growing up journey.
I'm really thankful na you guys always gave me like a choice whenever like you would be like, are you sure na you want to join this? You know na it can be stressful sometimes, ganito ganyan. You know na you have to curl your hair, you have to do your makeup, you have to learn a routine, ganito ganyan. So like pero ako, it made me happy and like it was I'm lucky having like a very supportive na family in terms of those mga aspects.
Mm-mm.
Pero it was myself putting pressure on myself na parang I couldn't stop myself ba from thinking certain ways. So, if I were something to tell little Rafi, I would tell her na rest muna kasi kailangan mo yan. You're young, you have all the time in the world to do whatever you want. Ganun.
Okay, so now let's look at the future. Okay. So what do you imagine yourself to be when you grow up?
Ako kasi, ever since na I was younger, ever since I was like really, really young pa talaga, ever since the first time I stepped on stage, I knew na this was what I want to do for the rest of my life. Na I want to sing, I want to dance, I want to perform, I want to entertain people, I want to inspire people to reach their dreams, ganito, ganyan. So, I see myself in the future as this like parang really famous na actress na singer, ganito ganyan. Kasi ako I'm working on it right now, 'di ba? I'm writing songs. I want to release albums. I want to start off now para I have time to broaden my horizons pa talaga when I grow older. So kasi yun, I see myself as this person when I grow up as this person na is content with their life. Kasi ako, I'm hungry for everything ngayon. I want to get this, I want to get that. Kasi of course, I'm young. I want to be famous. I want to have this certain level of education. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. Pero when I grow up, I want to see myself as this person who is content with her life. Na parang, okay, I don't want anything more na. This, I'm happy with what I have. Ganun.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, that's a mouthful. That's and a heart full of things to say, no? Oh, pa-share naman. One stanza lang dyan. Ready ka ba? Sorry, I didn't tell you this. Man! Oo.
Yung composition mo.
Hindi. Ano lang, whatever song you can. One stanza lang. Oo. Baka may nanonood na talent scout.
If meron, you can email my parents, me.
Sige na.
Sample.
Okay, so here's one parang sort of short na tawag nito, stanza of one of the songs that I've written. So, it goes like, okay, kayo mag-countdown para ma-feel ko din yung...
3, 2, 1, and...
Wait lang, ulitin mo yung may set cigarette set para ma-happy ako.
Banter ready, set cigarette set, go!
Darling, my love, I know that it's hard waiting for someone to come around. But I understand, I don't have what she has, didn't give you what you needed. Playlist on repeat, bittersweet candy, micro bangs and orange tang. I wanna be healthy, wanna see you happy, but at the same time, I wanna be toxic for... Wait lang, I don't feel like this one showcases my artistic ability, so pagpili na lang kung iba.
Sabi ni Tita Ann, you would look good in Broadway, so why don't you sing na lang one stanza from Broadway? Yan.
Can you pick a musical for me? Kasi like parang my head is running right now. Bili ka na.
Don't rain on my parade.
Ay. Of course you would pick that one, Mama.
Yes, of course. Okay, just one stanza.
Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a bowl of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. I'll march my band out. I'll beat my drum. And if I'm found out, your turn at bat, sir. At least I didn't fake it, hat, sir. At least I didn't make it. Whether I'm a rose of sheer perfection, a freckle on the nose of life's complexion, a tiny sinner of the apple of its eye. I gotta
Okay.
fly once, I gotta
Ako, mag-request ako.
Tama na.
Panglia Salonga, isa.
Oh, meron pa.
Yan, yung mga ano niya sa Broadway. Practice yan. Sige.
May sarap.
On my own. Mga ganun, rap.
Um,
Go. Quick lang.
On my own, pretending he's beside me, all alone. I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me. And when I lose my way, I close my eyes, and he has found me. In the rain, the pavement shines like silver. Ganon. Yan ang
Thank
sneak
you.
Thank you, Rap.
Thank you, Raph. Okay, we still have 5 minutes to go. Maybe we can
Anong advice niya?
what tip would you want to give to parents out there? No? To us actually, no?
Sa mga
To us,
teenagers,
us,
mga kaedad mo.
so parents muna.
Sige.
Parents muna. What tip would you give to parents out there who'd like to connect to their teenagers?
First off, I would like to say na I'm not gonna sugarcoat things. So to parents, just know na even if you think it, you don't have all the answers in the world. Okay? And it's okay not to have all the answers in the world kasi most of the time, mga ka-age ko, they're just looking for someone to listen. Na parang, it's okay na you can say na, I understand what parang magsabi ka lang na, I hear what you're saying and I see that you're going through a tough time right now. Your feelings are valid and I'm not trying to give you advice pero I'm here to listen to you. Ganon. Just be a shoulder to cry on. Just be like an ear para to listen. Ganon kasi most of the time we're not looking for answers. Kasi sometimes it can be more frustrating actually na parang when kids are like trying to open up, trying to give na parang I'm going through a hard time, tas you're gonna give na parang criticism or mga solutions and like parang it's frustrating kasi to us it sounds like I'm giving you this. Pero sa amin it's like I don't even know what I'm going through right now. How can you know na what I'm going through right now? Like parang it's like validating pa na like parang listening to it. Pero, so, a really big tip lang is, you don't have all the answers in the world. We're just looking for someone to listen and understand. And also, na parang, just try to understand and just try to have an open mind. Kasi, again, we're going through a time which is very emotional, very confusing. We're trying to establish independence and instead of trying to tame a very loose canon, ganon, something like that for the kids. Like parang instead of trying to install more rules onto this child where you think na parang they start to rebel, ganito again, try to give them more leeway, try to give them more space. Kasi the more that you try to, the more it's gonna gets ganon. So try to just understand your kids na they're very confused. You're more likely more confused kasi we're not opening up. Pero try to just be like, if you wanna talk, I can talk. Pero if you don't want me to talk, I will not talk. Parang ganon lang. Just try to be there kasi again, it's very confusing. It's very scary. Ganito, ganyan. And also, try to give more leeway. If they want to establish independence, then let them establish independence. You can just be there watching over, guiding. Pero the more that you try to imply more rules and regulations, the more likely na mag-rebel yung mga kids. The more they're gonna feel more scared, the more they're gonna feel na parang, ay, ganun pala. Okay, so magganito pala ako. Ganito. Parang the more that they're trying to rile you up, parang ganun.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you listen to that?
Yeah, may comment kasi.
May comment si Doc Mick. Basahin natin.
Oo.
Mick Briones. Petition to give Fafa her own time slot in Talk Life channel. Ang galing-galing niya sumagot sa mga tanong. Yeah. Oo. Maybe we can
May
give
comment kasi si Coach Loretta kanina.
a youth-oriented program sa TLC.
Yeah, it's about time, no?
Yeah, oo. But maybe we can, yeah. So, yun lang pinag-usapan natin, Faf. Mamaya. No?
Yeah, para sa mga youth talaga,
Sa
no?
mga
Magkaroon sila ng
youth.
voice.
Oo.
Okay.
Yeah, so one last may sinasabi si Tita Kat. Ano yung satisfied na song? Do you know that?
Ay,
Just one stanza. Do you know this?
yeah. It goes like, I will never be satisfied. Satisfied. Wait lang. I'm trying to remember it. A toast to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the bride, from your sister, who's always by your side, to your union, and that hopes that you provide. May you always be satisfied.
Yes, thank you, Faf. My comment si Ate Sandy.
Before we close, So,
no?
ito naman yung message ko. Basahin ko lang yung message ni Sandy. Okay? For the parents out there, no, be kind. Be the parents you wanted to have when you were younger. Wow. Galing ni Ate.
Rafi, thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. And thank you for sharing all that, all those thoughts, no, and the tips that you gave to us. Then hopefully we're able to help the parents out there, and you helped us a lot also tonight, Faf, to understand you more, no, and I think it's really coming from the heart, because hindi naman talaga kami perfect. Like I would, when I'm very impatient, I would like shout at you if you do not talk, naiinis ako, diba? So thank you for opening up.
Sabi ni Ma'am Myrna Noviado, ang galing ng guest today.
Yes, thank you, Ma'am Myrna, and Barbie is also saying thank you, Faf.
Okay, so thank you very much for indulging us. No, yung mga nanonood, nag-comment, no, engaging, no, very engaging, and thank you, Paf, no, for this moment, no, nag-open up ka, no, especially na live. Wala tayong may mga lang, no, may mga cute discussions, but it's a live, no.
Yes,
program.
And tamang-tama, no, we need to say thank you to everyone. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and we look forward to you joining us next week on another episode of Family Chooseday here in Talk Live channel. Thank you very much. Thank you all. And Rafi, thank you. Maghuhugas pa tayo tonight. Thank you, Rafi. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.